But yeah, first place at everything, basically. I mean, one TNS 9, one Texas Showdown, has won a myriad of other big events, I believe.
The Otaku last year.
Yeah, it's like one CEO Otaku just wins all of these huge events, like, you know, him getting to this type of top 8. Definitely, you know, it's just another Tuesday for him, or another Monday, I should say.
But you know, here we are.
Yeah, shows his mettle as always, so.
Getting back into it. Big Black stepping on the stage yet again, and Boltstruck making his grand return. This is winners finals, first to 3, and Big Black finding the first good hit.
Did he just fuzzy jump shield in Uni? Like, wait, what? Like, what are we doing right now? That's crazy. Uh-oh.
Overhead here.
Great. Like that into the JB.
1, 2, 3.
Slide.
Here we are. We're in the haunted house setup. What's the jump scare going to be? Oh, and there's the throw, but the tech. Boltstruck is ready for it.
I like that. A lot of people have been utilizing the roll to make the pressure at least a bit more interactive. But you know, it's like, obviously when you're a seasoned player, you got to be looking out for stuff like that, and Big Black already has all the answers.
It's a really tough thing to roll out of too, because it's the similar situation to Carmine, where Carmine can set up these situations where if you try to go for a roll, you're going to get smoked.
Yep, exactly. It's like, it was catching people off guard. I mean, even at Texas Showdown, it feels like it was really putting in its work. But you know, it's like, as you already said, plenty of time to lab against it, plenty of time to determine how to punish you the hardest for going for something like that. So Big Black is gonna need to find another way out, and is already doing some work with Big Black in the corner.
And here we are. We're going to put Boltstruck here into the corner, and that's going to be the C ender. Yep, of course. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm just going to keep counting every single time. Going to get thrown this time around the web setup yet again. I love that micro dash from Boltstruck, but gets thrown and into the web too. Whenever there's a web setup, Byakuya can combo off those throws, and that's what makes that strike throw game in the corner so much scarier.
Yeah, I mean, not only is he gonna get a combo off those throws, it is easily the most damage you're getting off throw in this game. Like, you just get such consistent, like 3.5k mark off of that throw. But you know what? Honestly, we see Boltstruck is out here, should be able to kill it here with the IW. Oh, that damage bump is just so ridiculous, and it's gonna net 5k damage for Boltstruck to keep themselves in this first game.
Very important that Boltstruck spent all their meter there to make sure it kills so that we stay alive here in this game. And that's going to be a good hit. 2B finding its mark. Going to be a counter hit as well, so going to be even more damage. There we are, 3.3k. And we're just going to run under as well so that we keep this corner position.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, realistically, the non-corner pressure from Nanase is pretty underwhelming. So lots of interaction on the side of Big Black is going to be on Boltstruck to try and figure out a way to open Big Black up. And that grip break is going to do more than enough work. But the assault J2C once again, Big Black is pulling out all the stops here.
Big Black really using that J2C like his Merkava's dive kick or something.
I love it. Same input and everything. Like, I'm gonna let it rip.
Okay, I think this is dead here though. Boltstruck found a great hit and doesn't even need to spend any meter to make sure it kills. We are even up now, 1-1. Boltstruck fighting back, and like you said, like a top player in the scene. You know, maybe not as old as Big Black necessarily, but very, very potent.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can never count these players out. It's a new game. System mechanics are fresh and rebalanced. Like, you can't really expect the same people who were on top in earlier versions of the games come out as the top dog here. And, you know, as you can see, Boltstruck, I'd say definitely making his big break in UNI2, and is now able to, you know, be able to thwart these bigger players that were over in other versions of the title.
Big Black gonna immediately place Boltstruck here in the corner, but doesn't really have meter, so can't go for that C ender that we see all the time. And now we have meter, so the pressure is going to become a lot scarier. But as I say that, Boltstruck throwing Big Black into the corner, nullifying that option completely. We're playing very safe with the rebeats too. We don't want to get smoked by a good mash out from Big Black. We don't get smoked out by a J2C yet again, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the anti-Big Black guide, is you have to be able to find a way to navigate that. He's an ability to just find the perfect time to 5A you. So you have to be able to structure pressure accordingly. And as you can see there, as if on cue, Boltstruck was able to structure that pressure perfectly around the 5A and absolutely murder Big Black for it.
Taking the first round, this is a good lead for Boltstruck. Actually getting a pretty good lead here in game number 3, which is very important, using that time to concentrate. But a throw is going to win Boltstruck that vorpal cycle.
Yeah, it's looking like it's Frame Trap City right now, because every time you see that Big Black wants to mash, Boltstruck is meeting it with a stop sign of a button. And looking at 4K, gonna put the disc off as well, jumping in synchronous, look like a synchronous swim routine. And now we are gonna need one more touch from Boltstruck to close out their second game of the set.
Oh my gosh, are we going to do this with a perfect? Are we going to do this with a perfect? The change and the overhead on the roll out attempt. Boltstruck is going to take game number 3 and is now 1 game up over Big Black. 1 more game to go, and you set yourself into winner's side grand finals.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that's the thing about the winners finals is get that first 3 environment. People say it doesn't matter, but you know what? I've seen some crazy stuff happen in that first 3. You can never count these players out, especially when they're as good, as adapting as players like Big Black. But Boltstruck is looking hot right now. They could be able to just completely thwart off this comeback attempt and try and close out the game expeditiously.
I've definitely seen Big Black, Big Black, Defiant, even Boltstruck, right? These are all players who could easily make those reverse 3-0s if possible. But instead, this is going to be a 2-0 for Big Black. That's all he needs to do if he wants to win this set. And Boltstruck is not going to give them an easy time here. 3.5k into the corner you go, the low slide, and we're going to go with that change shift to extend this combo here. Extend this pressure here.
Wow, press on the 5A, on the 5B there once again. And once they're gonna catch a mash here, Boltstruck just seems to have the read on when Big Black wants to mash, which is something that we can't quite say for our other players, and is able to get a ton of damage for his troubles.
5A, 5A, 5C, 3C. We're going for some very safe strings. We're not trying to commit to all too much, because if Big Black wants to go for these specials, he has to spend a meter to stay safe.
That's it. I mean, spending meter to stay safe is definitely not too much of a problem for Big Black. It's gonna have constant amount of meter on that Byakuya. Let's be serious. Oh, gets the dive kick once again. Should be able to close out this round with ease here. Looking at a set point here in winners finals. I can hear the Canadian national anthem from here. I can smell the Tim Hortons, and I can smell a potential Boltstruck victory.
And behold that stop sign right now. Another drop from a Big Black. Maybe Big Black's not throwing assault. And the overhead with the assault JA is going to open up a Big Black here. Going to be a good amount of scaling, but you want that Oki situation instead. Not going to bite because of the ring in his face. And now we're just going for these fireball pressures, these fireball resets. And Big Black finding a really hard opportunity to try and mash here. 2C challenge though, that's going to be big.
Not only is that going to be big, it could potentially close up the round here. 1 touch here, and then 1 more good touch after this cocoon is set up and the 3 webs are put down. Could spell death over here for Boltstruck, and that's looking like it could be it. Has the chain shift, could get more than enough meter. This is looking like it's going to be it, but wants to go into the VO. Just make sure that this kills. Throw down the ring on him. And it's going to get almost a full 100 bar refund for his troubles as well.
Yeah, it's always smart when players go for that chain shift first and then go into their EX move or their super or their IW, right? Because that's going to give them that meter refund. So they're set for life here in the next round. As you can see right here, Big Black more meter than Boltstruck in this round, but will Big Black be able to spend it? Because Boltstruck once again is putting on such overwhelming and suffocating offense on top of Big Black. Now Big Black is out of that situation and throwing Boltstruck into a situation of his own.
Yeah, I mean, is able to roll out, recognizing that there's only going to be 1 web there. And now is going to try to keep this offense pushing. Catches the mash. Oh no, this is more than enough damage. If Boltstruck doesn't drop it, going to go into the smart steer, into the IW, and into grand finals on the winner's side. Boltstruck upsetting Big Black with a 3-0.
And I really like what Boltstruck did right there. You're going for that sear ender, going for the safest option possible to confirm into that IW. That basically just confirms that you got that combo. There's no more drops going to happen. And that was an amazing set between these two players that really just flew by too. Normally, it feels like Big Black rounds, especially when he's playing against other defensive players like Masoma, like Defiant. They can often go for a very long time. But these two players, they were just aggro all the time, just playing super aggressive. And that's what I really like to see. Boltstruck make it into winner's side grand finals, like I said, but Big Black still has another opportunity. That's going to be losers finals. At least secured a third place spot here in Aegis Esports this week, but I'm sure that Big Black doesn't want to stop there.